Good morning. It is 9:20 a.m. We are at the work site for day 4, and if you can't already tell, it's pretty rainy today, but luckily most of our projects indoors. But yeah, this is ASP. We do what we can, rain or shine. And these are actually something I found in my backpack from a past trip, and from what I'm told, we need some safety glasses and some special masks for whatever we're doing today. It is now 9:32, and I have been given just another bad board with nails in it that I have to hammer down and then put into the trash pile. So here are 2 attached pieces of board that they just took out. I have to separate them and put them into the garage using this here drill. It is 2:08. We finished lunch a little bit ago. And here's the plastic we will soon be putting into the flooring area that I just held down a tape measure for someone to mark so we can cut it.
I'm gonna cut that piece out anyhow.
Alright.
On this end.
This is something that's a challenge.
It's 4:15. We just got back from the work site, and we are now at a little place called the Shack that's right near the center, and we are going to all get some ice cream. Me and all these people. Mine is finally up, and iced mocha mama is what it's called. It's got chocolate and cinnamon in it according to the menu. It is now 6:14 p.m. We have just arrived at Martin's Fork Park, and we are all wearing our ASP t-shirts for the year. The theme was building kindness. Here's everyone else in their ASP shirt, and there's some of our staff working on some of the food. So I just finished a yummy summer of cookout food, and so I am now hanging out down here by the lake at the park. Again, I made the stupid mistake of not bringing a bathing suit, even though I knew we were coming to Harlan County and would probably have this day where we could maybe get in the water and swim, as some people are. But you know, I would still maybe like to just, you know, dip my feet in a bit. Hey, future Laura, if you're watching this between now and your next ASP and you know you're going to Harlan County next time, please, please, please bring a bathing suit so you can get in the water and swim. But for now, I'll just do what I can. Well, here I am now actually standing in the water. Yep, there that is right below. But I am not getting in any farther than this, obviously, because, you know, this is my brand new t-shirt. I don't have any other clean outfits, really, because, you know, it's the end of the week. Yeah, but if I can keep on my game next year and actually remember the bathing suit, I will totally be getting in next time, provided, of course, we're going to Harlan County, which is very likely considering where things have gone the last couple of years. It is now 8:56 p.m. We just left the picnic, and we are now in Harlan Walmart to look for a little love gift to give to the person whose floors we've been working on all week. So we've decided on these cushions, a welcome mat like this, and this one, and we're also going to get this mug for her. It is now 9:11 a.m. on Friday, June 28th, and we are getting out some of this fiberglass insulation that we will be working on putting on the floor today.
Still looking okay?
Yep, now I get to help Martha screw down some of these floorboards.
These are called OS.
It's a good laptop.
It is now 1:42 p.m. and we are on our lunch break, and we are having the very special lunch of a cookout since it's our last day. There's Joan and Katie. They've been grilling and working on the burgers. And I'm sitting on the step having a water bottle, a bacon and cheddar burger with white American on it, and a bag of cookies that I really like. It's the Keebler Chips Deluxe with mini M&Ms in it. They are so amazing, probably one of my favorites now. We're now back to work, and Miss Marin here is actually using the caulking gun so we can put down more plywood.
Here's some screws.
It is 4:19 p.m. We've said our goodbyes to our homeowner and left the work site for this week, and we are now putting back some equipment from the warehouse that we borrowed. It is now 7:28 a.m. and we are all heading to the upstairs level for evening gathering, and it's basically going to be our share circle where we talk about our week, and I will, just like I did last year, put up a recording of mine, but will not share anyone else's because they sometimes share really private things in theirs. So yeah, here it is. So it's actually quite fitting that we call these God moments because, you know, it kind of reminded me of a quote from one of my favorite musicals, Les Mis. I'm a bit of a theater nerd, kind of like Marie. It's to love another person is to see the face of God. And let's just say that every time I come on these trips, I see the face of God probably almost a million times. I see it definitely in the homeowner, but also on my fellow crew members, in our staff, and the people who come with our church, and even the people who come from other churches who we get to sort of connect with. And a big challenge I ran into this week was, so I had a bit of, I guess you could call it imposter syndrome a bit, where we were working on a flooring system, and unfortunately there weren't always enough jobs or tasks to have everyone able to be working at once. So so there were times when, I was basically just I had nothing to do but kind of just sit or stand around or talk with the homeowner. And I felt like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. Like I'm not doing enough, and I kept, even asking, hey, is there something I can help you with? What can I do? And sometimes they would just say, oh, we're good. Or they would, ask me to carry some boards, or someone else would be carrying something, I would bring something, someone would ask me to bring them something and for them to take somewhere else. And I said, I'll just take it there myself. And then I heard of a lot of my fellow crew members, especially Tim, saying oh, you're so hardworking and so helpful. Thank you. And I'm like, really? But I haven't been working as hard as all these other guys are actually going under the place and digging out all this stuff. But going back to what Caleb said about the whole Martha and Mary thing, yes, it's important to do work, and it's just one of my things is I was raised to help whenever I can, and I felt guilty for not helping enough, but also felt guilty for feeling like I was just pushing, hey, can I help? That must have been really annoying my fellow crew members. But then they said, oh no, that's fine, and they said, no, we like that just shows what a good helper you are. But then I realized this isn't just about doing work, it's also about connecting with people and seeing the face of God by loving them. And so and I definitely really hit it off with a lot of people this week, especially our homeowner, but I really especially hit it off with crew member Martha, who is not here right now because she left early, but we really got to know each other, and as a group we've really bonded this week. When we went out to coffee with Joan, it's you know, and then she's just like agreeing to pay for everyone's, and then she says like, oh, anything for you. It's like, what, really? You already love me that much and we've only known each other this long? And then, you know, but then it basically just tell me like, oh, that's just what an ASP trip can do to you. And also while I was here, I noticed a lot of, you know, I thought of, being on ASP has a lot of connections with my job. For those of you who I haven't already told, I work second shift in a group home for people with developmental disabilities back home. And, you know, my reason for doing that and my reason for coming here are that one of my favorite things to do is to serve disadvantaged populations, whether that be, you know, the homeless, the impoverished, or like people with physical challenges. And, you know, and even though I'm going to miss being here, you know, I'm going to be bringing some of what I've learned on this mission and a lot of the skills I've learned, you know, both through the construction and through the interactions and the fellowship we've done. And it's probably going to help me perform way better at work, because it usually does. And, you know, I always really look forward to these trips. I come in with a lot of expectations, like, and, you know, sometimes they're problematic and, you know, when they don't always get met, but then I realize that this is a place to just, you know, let God do his thing and let it go the way it goes, because, you know, every year is going to be a little different. And my biggest problematic expectation this year was that I would be either constantly working the whole time or have people be mad at me if I wasn't. But then I realized, you know, it's about, you know, your thought, your consideration and your generosity, that you even come and that you actually try to form a bond with other people. That's what really counts. Like, not how hard you work, how much of the time you spend working, whether you do everything right the first time. And, you know, people just care that, you know, you give up your time, that you come here, and that, you know, and like we said, there's more than just the being busy. It's, you know, loving other people and thereby seeing the face of God, as is put in Les Mis. So now, here's some of our staff doing what they agreed to if we'd raised enough money.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh my God! What did you do that? Wait, Chad.
You're gonna hit him in the head when you watch it. Ready? Yeah, I'm ready. 1, 2, 3. Oh God! Oh! That's cold. That's cold.
It is now 5:10 a.m. on Saturday, June 29th, and we are all packing up our things into the van and getting ready to head on home after an amazing week. It's 6:18 a.m. and we are now doing another ASP tradition of taking a look at the beautiful, gorgeous overlooks we often pass on the way there and back. Falcon Overlook, elevation 2557. Helping us build our communities built on trust. Thank you, Community Trust Bank. It is 1:19 p.m. We are back here at the church that we left from. So I now need to get my stuff out of that van and into the blue car right there that is mine. I am now back home and back to reality, and thus concludes my time on the 2024 Appalachia Service Project in Harlan County, Kentucky with the Doylestown Group. Now what I need to do is unpack my stuff, get ready to go back to work tomorrow, and just apply all the lessons I've learned this week, that some of the same ones and some different ones from what I usually do. And what you need to do is you need to check out some of my most recent content by clicking the link up on your screen. And if you didn't already know me before seeing this vlog and you think you want some more of my content, then just go ahead and click that subscribe button to become a member of my community.